Good morning, all my fellow wonderful people. This morning, is it morning? No, it's afternoon. We have our challenge, our Mindless Quarantine Art Challenge, and today's is, I wrote that down right here, Mindless Tassels. We're going to make a tassel. They say fibers, strips of fabric. You can use beads or buttons or charms, old jewelry parts, keychains, keys, shells, anything on your tassel. So it's pretty much the way I read that, anything goes. So I got together a few items. I still have to tear just a little bit of fabric here so I can have a couple of fabric strips. Because I want some fabric strips. I got some I have some other fibers that I just dug out of my stash, and let me just get a few of these torn. Piece off of this one. Let me get a piece off of this one. And so it's always good to have a stash because you never know when you're going to need it. And there's so many things you can do with scrap fabrics. Isn't that one pretty? I love them polka dots. But then I'm a polka dot lover. I love things with polka dots. And then I have this here pink one. It's so pretty. And so I will tear me a strip off of that. Okay, now I got me a bunch of strips. Now, the questionable thing was, what will I attach this to? Well, for my tassel, I want to go on, actually, the front. Maybe I'll do it on the edge. It's going to be on my Alone Together journal, which my Alone Together journal is large. It's like 12 by 12. And I might make it to where it'll go hang on the spine of this. That might be where it's going to live. So what I decided to do is I'm going to use, I have a book ring. This is a 2-inch loose leaf ring. That's what I'm going to use to attach my tassel to. So the only thing, I'm going to do mine a little bit different, of course, because I've always got to be different because I am a pain in the yeah, that thing. And so I'm going to, let's see, I think I want my whole tassel. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to cut each one of my pieces to be about as long as this glass mat, a little bit shorter than the glass mat. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut each one of these pieces to be a little bit. Oh, God, you. He come in here and burped, scared the doo-doo out of me.
I'm going to go see if the mailman's right.
Okay.
I know it's Sunday, but he runs on Sunday.
Yes, he does. Okay, thank you. So then I'm going to do this, what I just said before I was so rudely interrupted with that burp. Yeah, my husband, he keeps me well entertained. So I'm just cutting me a mindless assortment of threads. Just a mindless assortment of these, of what I have here. And that one's sticking to my thumb. Okay. I think I'm going to have to turn the air conditioner on in this room today because it does feel a little sticky. A little sticky. So, yeah, I might have to do that. Oh, my arm just doesn't reach like it used to. Okay, we got, see, they're all different. They're all pretty. And I'm just going to get all of them cut to about that same length, although that does not need to be all the same length. You can make them all different lengths, which these are getting a little bit, not all exactly the same. length, but I got some pieces are fabric, some pieces are lace, some pieces are cording. This here is sequins. This is sequins. Let's see, get it untied from there. And the way I'm thinking that I'm going to do it, I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. We're going to see. Well, that's all we can do is give it a try. Give it the old college try here. And look at this. It's like a, oh, now I'm getting hung up in my threads. It's okay though. We don't mind threads. I like threads. Okay. Now I'm going to get, we're still cutting. I should have had this done first, right? Now, if I was thinking ahead like a normal human being, I would have probably cut this ahead of time, got these all to the right length ahead of time. But I wasn't thinking you all would be in no hurry because it's Sunday. Kind of like Sundays in this quarantine mode. The church that I normally go to, well, I haven't been to church for a long time because I don't go to church anymore on a regular basis. It's kind of out of my choices or something like that. But the church that I've went to all of my life is not having church services, indoor church services right now. They do them online. They do live stream services, which for me is awesome because then I can just go to their live stream service and I can still be there. And so I think that's pretty awesome. The last time I went, very last time I went to church down there, it's just down the road from my house. I walk, and I've been going to that church for like, oh my gosh, 30 years, longer than 30 years. But I did get, what do they call it? They purged me because I didn't go often enough, but so I was purged. Never been purged before. But the last time I went, it's like I couldn't breathe because, I mean, I could breathe. If I couldn't be breathing, I would have been dead now. But they had all these little squirt bottle things that every, like, minute or something, it squirts perfume out or, air freshener. Holy macaroni, I couldn't breathe. Yeah, and I wasn't sitting near it either. Wasn't sitting near that thing, but oh, there it would go again, squirt. And I had to kind of leave before it was over with because I couldn't breathe. But anyway, and there's so many little old ladies that wear their, I know, I'm a little old lady. Well, I'm not little, but I'm an old lady. But a lot of us, I still have perfume that I probably had when I was a teenager, but I don't, wear it. It's just there, and the bottle's pretty. But sometimes that old perfume gets kind of stale or something. Man, if you got problems already, then that stuff makes you not breathe. How did I get on that subject? Okay, now I'm going to take this ring. I've got all my little things cut. But now I first was thinking about just going like this and wrap here and then bend it. But then I thought, well, I wonder if to make this dangle kind of to be kind of like it'll hang flat against, if I do it on the front of my, if I hang it on the front of my, my journal, I wonder if I could make this kind of flat. And so that's when I thought, well, maybe I could go around this by folding each one of these in half and then just slip knot them on there, or whatever you call that knot. I called it a slip knot once before, and then somebody told me the right name of it, but I don't remember it now. And so I'm just putting all of these, and I'm just going to slip knot them on there, whatever you call that knot. I used to know all kind of knots when I was in the Scouts, you know, but then I'm not in the Scouts anymore, so why remember them if I'm not in the Scouts? Okay, so I am just going to go around this ring. I'm just going to go, you know what it, well, no, it's not. I was going to say maybe it would sort of look like a, like a dream catcher sort of idea. Sort of, maybe. So I'll just pull that on there. And then I'll put on as much as I can fit on the ring. Fold each piece in half and just pull up that loop and put these two through the loop. Pull it tight. And then on to the next one. And fold it in half. Take that half where it's folded, put that up here on this side of the ring, put those two, pull those two strips through that loop, and there it's on there. Let me see. This is pretty. It almost looks like a chenille. Remember the old chenille robes? I don't know. Maybe you all don't remember them because you're not as old as me, because I don't think there's anybody in the world as old as me. But used to have them chenille bedspreads and chenille robes. The other day I made a chenille piece. I made a chenille. I watched a video on how to do that chenille, to make it fabric, and that was fun. I did that. I like to try everything even once. This morning I've been making some little flowers out of fabric about this wide, and slow stitching and squishing them up and making little flowers and putting buttons on them. And they're turning out really pretty, and they're and then I say, well, what will I do with all these flowers? Well, I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making kits. I want to make embellishment kits. And then maybe one day I'll put them on a Saturday celebration and see if I can make my first million off of them. Because everybody will make their first million somewhere. So, hey, I might. Never know. But I've been making quite a few embellishments, you know, just, and then I just make them like assembly line kind of things. So I get pretty many made. And so, but that's what I think I'm going to do is maybe what I'm going to do is to make, I keep saying I'm going to do stuff like that. I keep saying I'm going to have an auction. I keep putting things together for my auction, but I haven't got that auction done yet. And, but maybe one day I will. This is that sequin stuff. That's pretty. And so I'm going to put that on there. Okay, some black lace. Oh, maybe, well, it was folded in half. Yeah, I'll still put that on there. It's kind of wide, but I'm going to put that on there anyway. Because we are, this is what do they call this? Mindless. So if it was mindful, then I would probably make everything organized and color coordinated and exactly correctly measured and everything. But it's mindless, so I love that word mindless because it just matches my personality or something. And how did I get all hung up on that? There we go. Oopsie daisies. There we go. Now, I've almost used up all of these little things. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm liking this. I am liking this. And so, yep, I am liking this. And so, I look forward to seeing other people, how they have taken the challenge. I like to, when I get the challenge, I like to do mine before I see everybody else's, because I have a very bad habit of saying, oh, okay, I'll do it that way, and then I follow somebody else's lead, because I'm more of a follower than a leader. And so, and then I have a bad habit of thinking that this is not the right way of doing things. I need to do it the right way. But then I have to remind myself that there is no right way or wrong way in any kind of a craft project. And so I like to try to do mine before I look at other people's, but I know there'll be pictures posted and I know they're going to be gorgeous. I just know it. But see, this is the best way to do any kind of a challenge is try to do it on your own. Look at the directions and see what comes to mind by reading those directions, or the not so much directions, but suggestions is what they are. And then go with it, go with that. I think even on this one, I think they put up even a video you could go to go and get some inspiration. But and that's fine, that's fine, that's good. But for me anyway, because I am such a copycat, I want to read the directions, the suggestions, and see what I come up with on my own. And then I want to go look at what other people have done with the same suggestions. And oh my gosh, it's amazing what I have already learned by watching other people's take on the very same suggestions. And it's amazing. Okay, now I've got each one of them tied onto my ring, onto my book ring. And look at that, how pretty that is. So then I brought out this little piece of lace too, because I was thinking about somehow if I could attach this lace even at, because I love that. How it's, well, actually it's a piece of a crochet doily, but it's just a piece of one. And I thought maybe that would be pretty. Wow, I wonder if I was to hot glue that piece of doily to the front of this. That is pretty. I'm going to plug in my hot glue gun just in case I do that. Oh, would I do hot glue or could I use my fabric fix? I'm going to do hot glue. I'm going to plug this glue gun in. Holy smokes, Elizabeth Marie. I told y'all yesterday I was going to clean up my mess. Well, do you think I did that? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's still here. I'm afraid if I move anything, I'm going to lose it. If I move it, I'll lose it. Some people say move it or lose it. And no, if I move it, I lose it. So, let me see. I can't even reach my power strip for all my things. Huh, I won't show you. I won't show you this whole area. Oh, good grief. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'll put that right there. Move this over here. Oh, there. Now I see my plug. Now, there's my plug-inner thinger. Just in case I do this, because I'm not sure. Okay, it's plugged in, so it's heating. Oh, there's like a flower even. Jeez. Okay. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put some things. I have my Folgers coffee can here, and it's got things in here. And buttons, I've got beads, paper clips. I've got, look at this. This is like a giant sized sort of a paper clip. I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to, let's see, do I have a, no, of course not. Of course I don't have what I think oh, here, I can use this. Ooh, I can use this. I'll use this lid right here from my clips. So I can just put some things in here to look at. Yeah, let me just do this, okay? I'll put that back over here. And now, I want to put some things, I'll use this crochet hook. I want to put some things. So now, like, if I want to put this bead on here, look at that. I got that bead on there with that hook. And so I'm going to just take and tie a knot there so the bead will stay on. Okay, now here's another bead. Put the hook through the bead and then snatch onto that fiber and tie a knot in the fiber, and the bead will stay on. And now I'm going to do that throughout here for a while. Here's a button. Let me see, it's got a stem on it, a shank button. Let me see if I can do it with this piece of lace. See if I can get that through there. And yes, the doctor said yes. Well, I'm going to tie that right onto that button. There it is. Okay. Now, let's see, what else do we have? Here's a bead. And, but maybe I want to put 2 beads. These are pony beads, so they have a large hole in them. Maybe I'll put 1 more bead. And put 3 beads on that one. Let me get you a little closer here, I think. Not that there's much to see, but putting that, there we go, 3 beads on there. Now, let's see, what else? What else is in here? Well, a bead. And I might use a lot of pony beads. I like them pony beads. They're, and by having a little bit of weight on the end of these fibers too, is going to help it to hang the way I want it to hang. So yeah. And then see, you can, if you don't have a hook, you know, you can just poke the fiber through the bead, but that's too much work for me. So I have to this knot, I kind of, to make it a little bit bigger, what do you call that? Let's see, let me show you what I did. Will this go through this? I don't know if I can get that. But see, let me see if that'll go through that hole. This tri-bead has a little smaller of a hole, so I don't know if that'll work. No, that won't work. Okay, so I'm going to just put this pony bead, and then I'll put another pony bead. And then, yes?
I'm going to go pull weeds for a while.
You're going to go pull weeds for a while. Papa's going to go pull weeds. Okay, so what I was saying here is I usually you just go like this to tie a knot, but I go around 2 or 3 times like this, and it makes a larger knot. See, so then you more security to hold your beads on there. See, more security. We need that security. This is like an eyelash trim. That's pretty. Let's see. And I still have more pony beads in that collection there. Put another one on there. Doesn't matter what color it is because I'm not going with any color scheme. I'm just going with colorful. Let me see. Do I have a... I'm going to have to get another collection of stuff in here. I think I've about used up. Okay, let me see. Let me take this. Let me see. I had some bags already ready that were going in cigar boxes. Dump that one out there and see what comes of it. Now, wait a minute. I laid that down. Oh, there it is. See, there's another bead. That's a pretty bead. It's got a big hole in it. It's not a pony bead. Okay, so here now I will... This is a very fine, more fine fiber, so I'm going to make sure I make that knot a little bit bigger. Hopefully my beads will stay on. Nope, they won't stay on there. You know what I'm going to do with this one? I'm just going to tie that bottom bead right on it. Just tie it right to it. There we go. And then that bottom bead will hold those other 2 beads on there. So now we're getting some beads on there. And I think I'm using a lot of pony beads. I think those are what I'm really liking on here. And my dear husband, I swear, he's so wonderful. He I was telling him the other day I needed white erasers. You know, these kind of erasers that I use. This is my favorite kind of eraser. I told him, I said, I'm going to order me a whole box full of these white erasers. So then I have 1 to use and like 12 to lose. And, and so he went to pick some couple things up from the store for me. And he remembered that I said about the erasers. And so, you know what he brought me home? Bless his heart. He brought me home, you know, them Mr. Clean Magic erasers that you can use for cleaning. He brought me home a box of them. And so I'm undoing the groceries he picked up. And I said, oh, erasers, magic erasers. He goes, yeah, I thought you said you needed some of those. I don't know what gave him the impression that I was thinking anything about cleaning. You know, cleaning is the last thing on my mind. But I do have now got the magic erasers, so I can clean, which I do like the magic erasers, especially on my kitchen cupboard doors, around the doorknobs, because when I was having this house built 25 years ago, when I was making all the plans, because I did the plans and everything for this house, you know, and I was living in a mobile home. I had been living in the mobile home for almost 20 years. Everything in there was dark. Dark wood, dark paneling, dark everything. I didn't want dark anymore. I wanted light. So my kitchen cupboards are white. My countertops are almost white. Everything is light. The the floor coverings white. You know, everything is that very light color. And because I was so tired of dark, I wanted brightness in my house. And now I think, what was I thinking? Because it shows around the doorknobs. And I'm not thinking, I don't know how. Are we that dirty? I don't know, but around the doorknobs, it's, you know, for the drawer pulls and stuff, it always gets like grungy. And so then the magic erasers work really good. But I was thinking about erasers for art, not erasers for cleaning. Oh, my little husband. I love him so much. He tries so hard. Oh, bless his heart. But I have got a box. I think there's 12 of them, 10 or 12 in the box. So I got enough to last me for 10 or 12 years now. That's how often I use them. Oh, but like when you're cleaning like the front of the dishwasher and stuff. And right where our coffee pot sits, and I don't know how we slop so much coffee down the cupboard doors. We do. We're slobs. I'm telling you, we are slobs in this family. Me and my hubster, we're slobs. But we don't care. Well, actually, we do care. We don't want to be slobs. We do the dishes every day. In fact, that's what his job was this morning. I used the steam mop on the floor this morning, so I did do something constructive. And before I listened to church, I did mopping. Well, it wasn't really mopping; it was steam mopping. But I love that steam mop. But I know you shouldn't do steam mopping on Sunday, but but I have to do it when the energy strikes me, because there are some days I just don't have energy. The energy, my get up and go is got up and went, and it might be another week before I have energy enough to do something again. But now that I know my sister-in-law is coming in just a few days, I told Papa, I said, we do at least need to get these floors clean. We're going to vacuum, and we're going to make sure floors are mopped and stuff. And because, I don't know, she might think we're real slobs. I don't want her to think we're slobs, because even though we are. And so yeah, so I did that this morning. Although it'll need it again before Friday when they get here. And so I'm getting these beads on here and running my mouth about absolutely nothing. There's an A on that bead. A, you're adorable. Okay, so let's see. On this, I can't really get anything on this fiber, this one, because it's got the pom-poms on it. So I'm going to let that one just be. And so then I'm going to just keep finding more beads to put on here. And if this is boring to you, then please turn it off. And turn it off and go to your television and put on some Carol Burnett reruns. Me and Papa's been watching the Carol Burnett reruns, and these Carol Burnett reruns are like the beginning of her career. There's a lot of Carol Burnett and Lucille Ball together, and I swear they look like teenagers with their little mini skirts and their go-go boots. So flippin' cute. And so we've been watching them, and I swear we laugh, because it's got who's them two guys, whatever their names are, I can't remember right now, but that they have on their show. And they are so funny. They are just so funny. And so that's why I say now, like, if you're bored right now with this, then just go. I think it was on the Roku channel. Maybe it was on Netflix. I don't remember where it was. No, it wasn't on Netflix. I think on the Roku channel. And the Roku, we bought a Roku thingy you hook up to your TV so you can get, and it was like 29 bucks. I couldn't believe it. My daughter was telling me about them. I said, I'm going to get one of them, and I can just pick whatever I want. And then my daughter has Netflix, and she pays for that, but it's like 5 people can use it, and so she put our name on there so we can use Netflix if we want to, which is pretty cool, because then we can sit there and watch whatever we want to watch. Then you don't even have to look at a TV guide anymore. You don't even have to look at a TV guide no more. You just don't. Okay, and now I've used all them. Let me dump these ones in here, and what's in here? Let me dump this bag in here. And let's see what I can find on here. Oh, there's another one of them. Yeah, so that's what you do. Once you get bored with videos like this one, which, go ahead. You can tell me that you're bored. And it's all right. I can handle that. No prob. No prob, Bob. And so, because all I'm doing here is putting beads on this. What if I put, what I was just thinking? What if I were to put, wait a minute here. Okay, I just thought of something. So what if I put a bead and then another bead? And then what if I put a paper clip and tie that paper clip on the end? Then if I tie this paper clip on the end, then I could take like a word, like a word. Oh, I'm going to put some of these in my little groupings of embellishments along with my flowers. Yeah, I'm really going to do that. Make some, that one's too small. Truth. Okay. See, because I take these words too and I kind of make like a little cluster out of them like this. Yeah, I'll put some of those in that grouping too. I gotta make my first million somehow. Now, then you can take this word and just put that right in there in that paper clip at the end of your tassel. And it says truth. This truth, no, the truth or actual state of matter, conformity with fact or reality. That's truth. Okay, I'm telling you, that's the truth. So there you go. Look at that. That's right on the end of one of my tassels. The word. Word, boy. Okay, so anyhow, now I'll get on with this. Did I finish my story? What story was I on? Today would have been my father's birthday, May 24th. He's having a birthday party in heaven. Yes, he is. He's having a birthday party in heaven. I'm sure that his friends in heaven are playing the banjo and singing him songs. My dad. I loved my dad. I miss him. Miss him a lot. This is my dad. Okay. Isn't that pretty? That chenille looking stuff? It is. What do I smell? I know I put on my deodorant. No, I'm kidding. It smells like something. Papa went out to pull weeds, so. A lot of times we smell burning around here because people are burning their leaves and stuff. And since we've had some rain, you know, you don't have to worry too much about burning because about fire getting away. But out here we live in the goonie bushes, so we can get away with a few things you can't get away with if you're in the city. I would never be a good city dweller. Oh, where'd that bead go? Oh, ow, 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 that's hot. Ooh, move. It's a hot glue gun. Why is that hot glue gun so hot? But anyhow, yeah, it would have been my father's birthday. Let's see, he was born in 27. So he'd be older than that. Oh, you know what I figured out? I figured this out. How we can be much younger. This is really good information. I figured it out. Sometimes I just lay in the bed and think. And sometimes the stuff, and I like to get mathematical problems taken care of in my head. And so, but I was thinking, you know, this is how you can seriously get younger. You figure, okay, there's 12 months in a year. So 10 years, you're 120 months old. Now we do measure age by months, you know, for a while, you know, my baby's 3 months old, my baby's 4 months old, 4.5 months old, you know, and, you know, we measure things by months. And so I figure, okay, I'm 70. So I could say I'm 60 years and 120 months old. And then I'm younger, see, because I'm only 60 in a few months. Or I could say that I'm 50 and 240 months. So I could be just 50. I could be any age I want and just put the leftover years in months. In months, see? I bet y'all never thought of that. I bet y'all are thinking, boy, that's one smart woman right there. I bet that's one smart woman. You're probably thinking that. Don't be thinking that. Okay, let me see. I'm digging for more beads here. I'm digging my hand into my Folgers coffee can and just seeing if I can find like more of these pony beads. That's what I like. I'm learning. Oh, here's a button with a big hole. Buttons with big holes. No, that one's not big enough. Oh, there's a bead with a bigger hole. So if any of you have gotten my cigar boxes and you see, I've got my more cigar boxes, by the way, if any of you are interested in my cigar box collections. They're still $28, which includes the shipping. Not to East Duadidi though, because I can't afford the shipping to East Duadidi for $28. But in case anybody is interested, right now I don't have any orders. So if you want one and you put $28 in my PayPal, I can get you one made up. And since I don't have any orders, I will make you up a really good one. Okay, but yeah, that's just my thoughts right now. So if you turned this video off and went to watch Carol Burnett instead, you didn't get that information just now that I put out there, that I just stuck out there. Because I have to admit that Papa and I, we really do appreciate everybody who has ordered from us, because, and I say from us because he's part of it. He goes to get the cigar boxes for me, and he always says, is there anything I can help you with? That's what this morning he always asks me, especially if he hears me start doing something. Like this morning, I was using the steam mop. Okay, so, and then he'll always ask me, do you need any help? Is there anything I can help you with? He always says that. So this morning, when I got ready to start with the steam mop, first of all, I fixed the sink up with the dishwater and put the dirty dishes in. There's just one pan full of dishes. And so I figured I'm ready this time. When he asks me, is there anything I can help you with? Because usually there's not. I'm usually got everything under control. So I got the dishes ready, hot soapy water and everything, because I was ready for him to ask me. And then I was going to tell him, yeah, you can come and do these dishes. And then he would have done the dishes. Well, he did the dishes anyway. But he never asked me. It was a fail. I could not believe he did not ask me, because he always asks me, is there anything I can help you with? And yeah, but he did the dishes anyway, so now he's out pulling weeds. He's a good man, 75 years old, and he gets out there and works his butt up harder now than he did when he was young. Well, when he was young, he worked hard too, I have to say, but this one here and this one here will stay like that. And so anyhow, yeah, that's my morning. Where do I come up with this stuff to say? I don't know. Stuff pops into my head. Stuff just pops into my head sometimes. Oh, but any of you said I told you about my frog up on the 6th rung of the ladder and I couldn't figure out how he got up there? He was just sleeping all day long. He was sleeping. And last night when it started raining, we went out there to check on the frog on the 6th rung of the ladder. And he was wide awake, just lapping up the rain. My little frog. He was so cute. I don't know. I haven't went and checked. Okay, now I can't find the top of my ring. Oh, there it is. Now, let's see how this is looking. Well, now see, this is starting to look really cool. I'm liking this. So I still have a few strings that I don't have anything on. So I want to make sure there's something on each one, except those ones with the pom-poms. I'm not putting anything on those ones because the pom-pom goes to the bottom of the string. And I'm putting this here. And Then here we go. This is just a piece of torn fabric. We'll put 2 on there. These are really cool. I gotta look through my beads again because I got more beads than what I got in that there little pan there, because I have gotten so many awesome Happy Mail things, which that gives my collection, you know, most of my collection of fun things are things that I got from Happy Mails. And I can't thank you all enough, I'm telling you, because I have now got a collection of things that is just amazing. I've got things all over my house. And like most of it, Happy Mail from beautiful people. Beautiful Happy Mail from beautiful people. And I'm not saying that for you to send me no more Happy Mail, because I got plenty of stuff now. But when I first started this, I didn't have a whole lot of stuff. I do now. I have got lots of stuff. And it's all due to Happy Mail. Not all due to Happy Mail, of course. I buy myself gifts whenever it's my birthday, and it's my birthday every day. And because I'm a new day older, so every day is my birthday. And sometimes I just have to buy myself birthday gifts for every day that's my birthday. And now that I've decided to count my age by months instead, I'm 40 years plus whatever month old, then I wonder if I can poke this through here. No, I can't. Yeah, so that means I have on the 23rd of every month is my birthday now, because then I'm a month older. So yesterday was my birthday. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 70 years and 7 months. But no, so I'll add the 7 months. 7 months, but I have to figure my years out now again. I had it figured out in my head last night when I was laying in the bed. That I was 50 years and 100. Okay, so I'm 50 years. Oops, I lost that beat. I'm 50 years plus 147 months old and 1 day. Aren't you glad to know that? So that's how you figure your age now. So you can be any age you want. Just the extra years, just put that into months. Or you can put it into weeks, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I just thought that would be good information to share with the world so the world understands. So everybody now so far who has clicked off, you don't get this information. Those are the ones that are not getting this good information. The ones that have already clicked off, they're not getting information, good information, usable, very valuable information. They're missing it because they already clicked off and went to a different video, or to watch Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball, or whoever else they want to watch. I love watching them. I love them old comedies, them old variety shows, because Carol Burnett, the ones that we're watching now, is the variety shows, that she started her career with, I guess. I don't know. That won't go through there. And she's amazing. She's one amazing lady, Carol Burnett. And Lucille Ball, both of them. They're so young. Gosh, I just can't believe how young they were. And it's amazing. To think about people, when you think about elderly, when I think about myself even, I think about myself in different decades. Because, I was not always this old. I was not always this old. I was young. I was young for a while. And I was young for a good while. And I did things that young people did. Now I'm not quite as young as I used to be, but I'm still young. And but I think about all the places that I've been, all the things that I've done. And now I'm sitting back in all of those. Ouch. Ooh. Well, maybe I'm done now. Yeah, almost. I got. Dang. You got to be careful when you get old. Your skin gets thin. It's easy to. Oops. That's blood. Forget it. I gotta cut that off of there. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I don't want that blood on there. I'll put that on here. I'll use this piece for my Band-Aid. Is my Band-Aid still up there? Yeah, just a minute. I gotta get my Band-Aids. Oh. Only I would have unicorn Band-Aids. These were sent to me by a subscriber. I'm telling you, I am spoiled. These were sent to me by a subscriber. Unicorn Band-Aids. I don't know where she found them, but she found them and sent them to me so that I would have unicorn Band-Aids. And I love them. I thought about just using them in like crafty things. And I have used a couple on journaling pages just because they're so cute. But okay, there we go. That was kind of a trickster to get in there. Let me get in that Band-Aid. Okay. Now, because I got my thumb to use because I poked a hole in it. I'll put that right here. Yeah, it doesn't take much for me to bleed because I'm on them blood thinners, you know. So that makes me into a bleeder. There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, now. Okay, so I cut that piece off that had blood on it. We don't want to have any blood. Now let me get this back up here. Whoops. Now. Yeah, so anyhow, you know, we can reminisce, and me and Papa, we do a lot of reminiscing about the days gone by. And I shouldn't, some of the stuff I probably shouldn't tell you all, but we were reminiscing last night, sitting on a porch, and my husband, I love him so, 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 so much. And just a personal something about him is that when he was 5 years old, his father said to his mother, one of us has to go, either me or him. For some reason, he was 5 years old. And his mother chose to have my husband go to a children's home because her husband couldn't handle him. So my husband grew up children's home, foster homes. He finally got to go back home when he was about 16 years old. And so from age 5 to 16, he pretty much was a ward of the state, going from foster home to children's home to foster home to children's home. And then when, you know, we're talking about these things, and then we said, but you know, for both of us, we've been through some interesting times in our lives, but we had to go through what we went through to end up where we are today. And today, we are happy, we are content, we have more than a lot of people have. We are blessed. And all because we went through what we went through. Because, you know, it's pretty much, some people call it the school of hard knocks. And yeah, that's true, the school of hard knocks. And so the only ones of you that are hearing this story are the ones who are hanging in here and haven't went off onto another channel out of pure boredom. But yeah, we had to go through our trials and tribulations of our lives to be able to be where we are today. And where we are today, we are happy. We are so happy right now. And that doesn't mean that everything is beautiful in our lives, doesn't mean that everything is perfect, doesn't mean any of that stuff. We still have our ups and downs, you know, family trials and tribulations and stuff. For us, me and him together, we don't have any problems. But if we let other problems bother us, other people's problems bother us, then we take it on as our own problem. So that's why we kind of overlook a lot of those things. And so, but yeah, it's, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put another word on the other side of this. And delight. Let's put that one. So that I don't have a white back right there. So I have a word on my charm even. 2 words. Delight and truth. It's on there, on my charm. So now I have weight on the end of all my strings. So it'll hold that down straighter. Now I'm going to, I kind of like that like this. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take that and I'm squishing it all together down this way. Now I'm going to take this, because I've thought about this piece now. I love this here piece of this doily. It's beautiful. So I'm going to take that piece of that doily and I am going to absolutely hot glue it I gotta find my small hot glue gun. This one is really too big. I got a small one somewhere, but I don't know where it is right now. I'm gonna just glue that on here like this. Ouch. You know what? That hot glue is hot. I guess that's why they call it hot glue, because it's hot. It's a pretty good reason to call it hot glue. Okay. So I'm gonna put some more hot glue. Oops. And then we're gonna go around like this. And then, oops, oh, I got some on my hot glass mat. That's okay. We'll put this like this. How? Jiminy Christmas, Elizabeth. Push that down with that. There we go. Now, I have glue right there now. See, I gotta wait for that to cool off so I can pull it back off. Okay, it's coming off. There we go. Okay, I like my glass mat. Okay, now. Ooh, I still got hot glue down there that wants to glue to the table. Now, my next idea, get this piece up here. Make sure that that is glued on all the way up to there. Now, where was this? This. I'm wondering about how to attach it to the book. This would be just the thing right here. It's like a paper clip. So what if I were to, okay, I'm thinking of something right now. That if I were to take, you see right now it squiggles to either end. So what if, let me see. It's squiggles. Let me see here. I still got this here piece of this green and this piece of this blue. So now what if I were to take this? What if and wrap it let me see. I'm going to wrap this. I'm going to tie it first, like this way. And then kind of wrap it around that metal part that's still showing. And this is a plan as you go. I'm telling you. This is a plan as you go. Just see what works. And so I'm just sort of tying it around. Kind of wrapping it like there. So now, if I put this on here like this clip, it's going to stay there because it's got that thickness under it. Do I want to cut this off? No, I don't. I want to leave that on there. And I'm going to let that be even still part of the decor. How long have I been on? I've been on here over an hour doing this. Oh my word. Oh my word. Now in the comments below this visit, in the comments below this visit video, let me know if you stayed for the entire video. And for those of you who stayed for the entire video, I'm going to put your name. If you stayed for the entire video, I'm going to put your name in the hat at the end of the day. I'm going to send you a prize. Not a Lamborghini. It won't be anything like a Lamborghini. Because I don't have a box big enough to put a Lamborghini in a box. So I can't send you a Lamborghini. But I'll send you something. Maybe it might be a journal, because I got a lot of journals. So if you stayed to the end, or this far, you can turn it off now. But if you stayed to this far, this far, I want you to write in the description, not the description, don't write anything in the description, but just write on the comments, hello sunshine. Hello sunshine. Okay, everybody who has written hello sunshine, then I know that you stayed to the end, or this far anyway. You don't have to stay to the very end, just this far. And then I'm going to send you a prize. I am not kidding. And what I'll do is I'm going to pick a name, but then I'll leave under the comments. What I'll do is I will leave a comment under your comment after I pick the winner, and I'll say, you are the winner. Please send me your address and the email. That's what I'll say. Now look at this. See this? Can you see? Wait a minute. I'm going to pull you back now. I'm pushing your chairs back. Let's see. No, that's forward. There. That's it right there. This is my tassel. Now, if I put it on, now this here big old paper clip thing can just slide right on the front. Well, it's not going to slide on the front because I got it too thick. I can't put it there either. I got to put it on the binding. Oh, Lizzie, come on, do this right. Do this right. Okay. Oh, Man, I don't think you can see this. Just a minute. How can I do this? I got to get you. Well, there's no way I can show you. It won't show up. But here is my tassel. It's on the binding of this book, my Alone Together. There it is. It's on the binding. So as this stands up, this is just clipped. My tassel is just clipped to the book. And look at that. I got it about the right length and everything. And that's what it is. It is what it is. That's my tassel right there. Okay. Don't look at this stuff around here. That's personal. That's all personal stuff right there. But see, there it is. That's my tassel. That's what I came up with. Okay. Now, so let's get a power thought. We need power thoughts. Oh, you know what? I'm going to forgive myself. It says right on the front here, forgive myself. I forgive myself. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. And that is a power thought from Louise Hay and second emotion from Scrap and Lizzie. And so thank you so much, every one of you, for coming and hanging out with me and sticking with me for over an hour to show you how I made my tassel. And I think it's like fun. I think it's a lot of fun. God bless each and every one. Let God watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.